This episode of EA Sports Game Changers is sponsored in part by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes.
Today, lights, camera, action. Do you know this superstar? Find out why he's here. Then, the Little League team, surprised by a big league all-star. Diamondback's catcher Miguel Montero turns game day into a dream day.
1, 2, 3, defense!
Plus, an inside look at one of the best in the country, Gonzaga head coach Mark Few. And NBA superstar Mike Conley trades the basketball for a bowling ball. We're in Memphis to see how Mike Conley is changing more than the game.
Hello and welcome to EA Sports Game Changers. I'm Kevin Frazier.
Today we're starting with a soccer superstar. Landon Donovan has more goals than any other player in MLS history. While Landon didn't make the trip to Brazil with Team USA, he was watching Team USA that first week of the World Cup, and Game Changers was right there with him. Los Angeles Galaxy soccer superstar Landon Donovan has 5 MLS championships. The 2009 MVP is the league's all-time leading goal scorer with more than 130 goals in the books since first joining the league back in 2001. When the world descended on Brazil for the 2014 World Cup, Landon didn't make the trip. But when Team USA took the field, Donovan was there in spirit, glued to the television, rooting on his country.
USA.
And we have the proof. Our cameras captured the soccer superstar decked out head to toe in Team USA gear, but not the kind you might expect.
I am representing in my pajamas and showing my allegiance to my country and my national team.
It was all for a top secret commercial shoot for EA Sports, and Game Changers was invited to get a behind the scenes look.
Here we go, and we are action.
Today we're really capturing lightning in a bottle. Obviously there's some controversy over Jurgen Klinsmann's decision not to bring Landon Donovan to Brazil for the World Cup. So we're having a little fun with that. We have him in a commercial shoot, and the joke is kind of showing us what his life consists of right now while he's still in Los Angeles.
I'm, in essence, waking up in the morning, hanging out at home. The World Cup is going on, but I don't have a lot to do, so I'm just enjoying it as a fan and sitting down and relaxing.
We've captured his American slippers. We've captured him getting an espresso and waking up, walking across the room, stretching it out, playing with the ball a little bit. It's going to be great.
And action.
Landon's acting, so it's only 1 or 2 takes per setup, and he's killing it. It's going amazing.
It's been a great experience so far. It's not often that athletes get to do fun things like this, and I don't normally hang out in my robe, but desperate times call for desperate measures.
And cut. All right, that's perfect. Move on.
With the clock ticking, Landon wasn't the only one working hard. The commercial was set to air in just 48 hours, meaning the creative team would have to work around the clock for this idea to come to life. The state-of-the-art process of creating a commercial is a thrill ride for all those involved. From the makeup artists to the audio technicians, camera operators to the director, every person here is integral to the process.
I'm not going to Brazil.
The shots I've seen have looked amazing, and the talent was super on point, and the team captured everything we needed to capture.
Cut.
At 6 p.m., Landon was done, but the producers and editors were getting rushed to a post-production facility.
We'll take the footage from here and we'll edit it down, and we'll make sure that it looks good and the payoff is good and the jokes are there. And we're going to do that when the U.S. men's national team plays. It's a kind of a feel-good spot.
In the end, it was a job well done from everyone, including Landon Donovan.
Went amazing. Landon put on a good performance, great spot, so great success.
So does this mean Landon may quit his day job?
He could be an actor in the future.
Coming up, he's one of the best in the big leagues. Find out what this little leaguer said when asked the $1 million question by Miguel Montero. And one-on-one with one of college basketball's best, Gonzaga head coach Mark Few. Find out what it's like inside a Zags practice and huddle. Then, bowling with Memphis Grizzlies superstar Mike Conley, and how he's changing the game for these families.
This episode of EA Sports Game Changers is sponsored in part by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes.
Welcome back to Game Changers. I'm Kevin Frazier. For 75 years now, Little League Baseball has been all about loyalty, character, courage, and showing your stripes both on and off the diamond. So for this next segment, we decided to team up with our sponsor, Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, to go inside the world of a Little League Baseball team that really does embody those very characteristics. They're an impressive group of kids who all love to play ball, and no one knows that more than Major League catcher Miguel Montero. Game Changers joined Miguel at one of the team's practices that turned into a day that they'll never forget.
Trust your hand.
When it comes to the Pirates, whether it's at practice or in a game, you can count on one thing. These Little League teammates have each other's back. A special bond that only baseball brings.
We're a team that's been together for a few years. We have great kids. I couldn't ask for a better group. Go out there and have some fun.
They're just amazing friends. I couldn't ask for any better. It's a great team. The reason why I love baseball is because of all the people around me. My team is just always backing each other up.
But these kids bring more to the diamond than just skills. They bring style, traditions, and big laughs.
I love baseball because it gets you outside, exercise, because you don't want to be in all day, and it just gets you out there.
This team definitely knows how to enjoy practice, but they have no idea today's Pirate practice is about to change big time. Arizona Diamondback all-star catcher and big league hero Miguel Montero came to see the Pirates practice.
Nice to meet you. Hey guys, come on over.
How you doing, guys?
Hey.
Oh, that's a cool uniform right there. Huh? Nice hats. How you guys doing?
Hey,
good? Is that a full squad or is we missing someone?
No, we got all 12.
Oh, I like black.
But he wasn't just here to meet the kids, he was also here to hang.
So who's your favorite player?
You.
There you go. Nice. Good job. Good job. Hey, one more thing to tell you guys, catcher. I use these balls a lot, actually, to catch. Like, I will get on my catching stance, and I will have the coach flip it to me. That's good to work with him in time off. Are you a left-handed, huh? Nice.
Montero jumped right into the swing of things, coaching the hitters on their cuts.
Oh, that's a good swing.
And the catchers on their throws and stances.
Nobody on base. Runner in first now. All right. I don't like to be that much sideways like that. Your first step is gonna be that way. Make sure if you're gonna cross your body a little bit, it's not as much, it's just a little bit, all right? Wow, how many names?
So is it unusual for a big league catcher to be out on game day this early on a Saturday morning?
Oh, you got a good arm. He needs to go back, huh?
Not unusual for Miguel. On the field, he's known for his skills behind the plate. Off the field, he's known for his dedication to the community because that's how much he loves the game.
The community here is bigger support for the team. As a player, for me, it's very important. The Diamondbacks, they do a really good job on helping the community.
And that's including visiting young players, offering free clinics, and giving baseball and life advice.
You know, just be responsible, and all the things that you guys do, school, baseball, that's pretty important in life. Bottom line, it's all about off the field is more important than on the field. It's important that way we help each other. And as long as we help each other and we respect each other, we're gonna have a better world.
With the Pirates, the drills quickly turned to show and tell as the players showed off their vintage uniforms and their traditions like handshakes.
I'm not good at handshakes. Everybody in the dugouts had a handshakes. I just go like that. Good job, man. Good job. Let's go. That's an easy one, right?
But soon enough, the team taught Miguel how to do their own handshake.
Yeah, Jeter, do that dance you did.
So what do these Pirates want to know from their big league hero?
You get dirt in your hair the other night?
Where?
The other night when you hit that walk-off.
Bubblegum.
They want to know what it feels like to get a bubblegum shower after a walk-off homer.
It took me about 10 minutes to get them all out.
Should have kept your mouth open.
They have the plastic, they cover it. It was a good feeling, the walk-off homer. Kind of walk-off is just game ending, you know? So you have to really enjoy it because it doesn't happen every day. You know, you celebrate it not probably for the homer, just for the win. At this age, at my age, a professional, in the big league, in the minor league, little league, it's just a game, you know? And we really forget sometimes that it's just a game. So they're having fun. As a kid, you have fun, you're going out there, you compete, and that's what we should kind of carry over to different levels. And of course, it's our job, but end of the day, it's just one more game.
D-Max on three. 1, 2, 3, D-Max.
There we go.
It was an honor to be around him and him giving us advice. Miguel taught me that at this level, it's about having fun, not so much the competitiveness of Major League Baseball, so we just come out here to have fun.
In the end, a routine Saturday practice turned into an unbelievable baseball memory.
1, 2, 3, got it?
You know, behind the plate in the batter's box and when the game is over, Miguel really does show his stripes in so many different ways, as do those little leaguers. But what about you? How do you show your stripes? EA Sports Game Changers and Kellogg's Frosted Flakes want to find out.
Coming up, does Gonzaga head basketball coach Mark Few have a secret to success? Find out why his players think he does. And he's one of the NBA's best players, Mike Conley, on the court and on a mission.
This episode of EA Sports Game Changers is sponsored in part by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes.
Welcome back. Mark Few is one of the most respected coaches in all of college basketball. He has been on the Gonzaga sideline since 1989, and he took over as head coach 10 years later. Allie LaForce, who knows a thing or two about basketball, spent the day with Coach Few and the Zags.
The great teams in college basketball, the first thing they are is tough. They're physically tough, they're mentally tough. It doesn't matter what you run or what you're doing defensively. And, you know, I think we've always tried to make that hopefully one of our cornerstones.
It's statements like that that has Mark Few, Gonzaga's head basketball coach, living up to the Bulldogs' name.
So, Coach, this is your 25th year at the helm at Gonzaga, whether it's assistant coach or head coach.
Crazy.
You've been in the program that long.
Crazy is right. He began his career at Gonzaga in 1989 as part of the coaching staff, and he proved it when the Bulldogs made 14 consecutive trips to the NCAA tournament. I caught up with Coach Few and his team at the EA Sports Maui Invitational, the nation's premier early season basketball tournament.
How many trips is this to Hawaii for you?
Basketball-wise? I mean, basketball-wise, I think we're at maybe 5. Playing in these tournaments is as good as it gets. I mean, we want to mimic as close as you can to what the NCAA tournament's like. There's a part of watching your team grow, there's a part of watching your team hit adversity and how they handle that.
And how Gonzaga handles it is a direct reflection of Coach Few, who is considered to be one of the best college basketball coaches in the country.
How has your coaching style evolved from your very first year as a head coach to now?
And I think if you look at our teams, the one thing we try to do year in and year out is we try to play to our strengths instead of trying to you know, kind of pound the square peg into the round hole.
How does he coach you personally?
He really puts me in places where I can excel. He puts me in places on the floor where I can get open shots. He puts me in situations that are to my best advantage. He doesn't try to put players in situations where they aren't going to excel in.
I really like his coaching style. He really pushes you to, you know, maximize your potential and challenges you to get better on your weaknesses. So he's just a great coach.
But Mark isn't just a great coach. He's a game changer. With his wife, Marcy, by his side, in 2002, the Fuse teamed up with the American Cancer Society and the National Association of Basketball Coaches to create a nationwide nonprofit called Coaches vs. Cancer, which has raised more than $5 million to date.
Cancer is one of those diseases that I think you'd be hard-pressed to find anybody out there that hasn't been touched in some way, either a friend or relative or somebody, you know, very close to them. And so certainly that was something that hit right at home. Just taken off. It's been able to help a lot of different entities, even around Spokane and nationally. But the blessings coming back to you from being part of that are just so much better. The kids you get to meet, it's unbelievable.
And what's unbelievable is that after a quarter of a century, Coach Fuse's legacy is going strong.
What has kept you going for 25 years?
Being around a great group of guys. You know, Gonzaga, year in and year out, are blessed to have guys that have unbelievable chemistry, and everybody talks about it. The greatest thing is just the players.
Next, we're with the NBA superstar Mike Conley on a mission to change the game.
This episode of EA Sports Game Changers is sponsored in part by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes.
There were strikes, spares, and smiles. Lots of smiles. Welcome to the Bowl and Bash, where kids of all ages are invited to bowl alongside some of their NBA heroes. It's a day they'll never forget, and it's courtesy of this man. On the court, this point guard is front and center for the Memphis Grizzlies.
I think every night when you get that chance to put that jersey on, it's a privilege, it's an honor.
Off the court, Conley is using his leadership skills to prove he is a real game changer. You see, all of these children here have been diagnosed with the blood disease sickle-cell anemia.
Give me a little background on sickle cell.
Sickle cell is a blood disorder that normally comes from the parents having the trait, and then the son or daughter are born with the disease. It's a painful disease, different body illnesses and soreness and pain that goes for days and days, and have to go get treatment and transfusions and different things like that.
You may hear sickle cell in passing, and it doesn't even stick because you don't know what it is. But then it happens to you. It happens to someone you love, someone you care about.
I do think that's the biggest wake-up call for most people. Is when it hits home. Two of my cousins have it. To see what their struggle, it only made me want to do more to help them as I got older and had the opportunity to do that. And now I'm in a position, where I can do endless amount of things to help them, not just them, but people around Memphis, people around the world who are also stricken with the disease.
Mike's foundation has been bringing awareness to the cause through citywide gala dinner banquets like this, and his annual Bowl and Bash event, which creates a special day for families affected to come together.
In your opinion, what's the main thing I should focus on today when I go out? Because I got to beat Mike. That's my main thing today, is I got to beat him.
Well, first, you need to make your spares. Then the strike will come.
Okay.
For the kids, getting to hang with their hoops hero is incredible.
Yes, sir.
What's that mean to someone like you to see an NBA player taking time out to come really be passionate about this and really do his best to create awareness?
I mean, it's an awesome thing. When I heard about Mike Conley and the fact that he was doing this for us, it's just like somebody is taking the time out their busy schedule. You know, he's a basketball player. He's supposed to be training somewhere, so you taking time out to actually do that for sickle-cell patients is an amazing thing.
It makes me feel like somebody actually cares about people who have sickle cell and makes us stand out.
For everyone here, thanks to Mike Conley, the Bowl and Bash is a day they'll never forget. And as for how this NBA player wants to be remembered,
I just wanted to be, that guy that, everybody could rely on to, for anything.
This episode of EA Sports Game Changers is sponsored in part by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes.
Thanks for watching, and remember, no matter where you live, whether it's on or off the field, you can be a game changer.
This episode of EA Sports Game Changers is sponsored in part by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes.